Hello. I want to make sure this lighting is right this time. All right. Okay. I'll make sure everything is set up. Okay. All right. Hey, baby girl 241. How's it going? I am going to do the prayer here. Thank you. Welcome back. If you're returning to my channel, if you're new here, thank you for tuning in. We are the post notification gang squadron over here. So with that being said, we do click that like button, we do click that share button, and we do also click that comment button, that post notification, that subscribe button, okay? All of the above. Thank you so much. All right. I'm just calibrating my decks, making sure they are good to go here. How is everybody doing so far? How is everybody? Oh, this card's already trying to come out. Hey, Candy. Candy was like, nah. Okay, so we're going to do the prayer here. And for this prayer, I just ask that the messages for 2020 and for the first half of 2020 during this energetic shift be clearly clarified through me, Killa K, aka K Love, the vessel here. Guides, angels, guardians, Archangel Michael, please only bring those to the channel who need those honest messages, who need to hear it. Please allow those who feel led to share the video for those who may need the messages. We don't need no fuckboys up in this chat today. So Archangel Michael, please close off that energy for those who are just playing games and have them put that somewhere productive in their own lives. That's what we're doing today. All right. So I've done my prayer. Thank you so much, guides, angels, archangels, ancestors, spiritual helpers. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a clear vessel today. All right. Where did I put that other box at? Oh, I'll put it right here. Okay. I'm like talking to myself, y'all. So, guys, let's talk about, I know the title says the first half of 2020, and then it says, the Ascension Symptoms. I kind of want to explain that because I feel as though that can be very hard to determine, like, what are Ascension Symptoms? So usually around the full moons, the new moons, or solar eclipses, you'll get a lot of energy. You may feel a lot of anxiety that you don't know where it's coming from. You may lose a lot of sleep during this time. You may have stomach issues, digestion issues. You may also hear ringing in your ears or high-pitched buzzes. You may experience very vivid dreams, or you may even experience the opposite where you can't remember your dreams, but you feel as though you've traveled in your dreams. You may wake up very foggy, sleepy. These are all pretty much Ascension symptoms. And what that means is that your body is preparing for the ascension here. What is the ascension? So we're shifting into not only a new year, but a new decade. We're shifting out of a decade and into a new one. So this is even more intense on top of this solar eclipse that's going to be happening the day after Christmas for some of us. And for some of us, it's going to be on Christmas, depending where you are in the world. Guys, this is a lot of energy for our little bodies to handle. So I just want to say, the ones that are experiencing the Ascension symptoms, your energy is trying to alert you that there's an upgrade that needs to happen. Now, if you have been diligently doing your part and working on yourself, then you should be okay. You're just going to have to ride out the way. For those of you who haven't been doing your work, it's going to feel more intense. It's going to feel like things are crumbling in your life. Things are falling apart. You know what I mean? It's going to feel like your braids is too tight. You know what I'm saying? So Y'all, I suggest y'all start going inward and doing that work now, because you're not going to want to wait till the energy hits. It's going to literally rip all the shit that you were supposed to clean off for yourself and move away. All that energy is going to get ripped from you, or it's going to be confronting you so quickly, so intensely, that it's going to feel like this explosion of energy, maybe an argument, maybe, all of this. This is for the low vibrations here. Now, there's no, I'm not saying there's a hierarchy here, or that anybody should feel better than anybody. But if you're feeling it really intensely, if you're not like a water sign or super sensitive, then chances are you're not doing your work. And that's going to make it like a negative situation. For those of you who are on the positive, higher frequency vibration, you're actually going to be able to manage this. It's going to feel a little annoying at first, but it's waking up a lot of your gifts. This is an energy download that everybody's getting to wake up their gifts. So I just want to talk about those ascension symptoms. And so that's what those are. At the end of the video, I'll talk about how to kind of prepare your energy for this, and how to actually kind of enhance this energy, because you can actually use this. You can actually harness this energy here. So just want y'all to know that it's not just in random energy. It's powerful energy that you can use. You can manifest with it, okay? So for the first half of 2020, I'm going to pull 6 cards from the Keepers of Light deck, which is this deck right here. So 6 cards from that, January, February, March, April, May, till June. So we're doing the first half of the month. And we're going to clarify that with some of the tarot cards here, maybe a couple tarot cards, and then some advice cards here, okay? All right. Let's see. What is the energy coming in for the first month of 2020? Okay. What is the, okay. The Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Okay. So that's the first card here. It came up reversed here, but I am feeling that for the majority of us, we're going to be able to do this. For some, it's going to be a difficult transition into this energy. All right. The Shekinah. All right. So this is for January. How about the month of February for energy in 2020? How about the month of February? Okay. All right, cards. 1 card for February, please. 1 card. Okay. So this is the card. Sacred vision. Wow. Sacred self. So you guys, look. Sacred self. Sacred vision. This card came out a lot yesterday, too. That's really interesting to me. Hi, Miriam. How's it going, my love? All right. So, sacred self, sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Oh, okay. So, January, February, March. March is going to be higher learning. Melchizedek. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. There we go. Merry Christmas. Many blessings to you as well. All right. April. Whoa, that came out really. Holy Amethyst, divine alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. So the first half of it feels much like manifesting. I get a lot of that energy here from the first 3 cards. Self, sacred vision, higher learning. Feels as though we're getting into that 2020 energy, that shift I keep talking about. That's what it seems like. All right. May. Can we get some energy for May? Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. Literally under sacred vision. Under sacred self is a divine alchemy, the holy amethyst. So that's coming up here for May. Let's see what energies we have here for June. All right, Spirit, what energies do we have here for June 2020? What energies do we have coming in for June of 2020 for the collective? What energies do we have? Inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. So it seems like it's going to be a mix up, but I see that there is some sacred vision here that's being shown. People are recognizing their sacred self. They're doing higher learning than they've gone before. So a lot more is opening up spiritually. Then we have the alchemy kind of moving beyond challenges to kind of go forward. I also see, I haven't been using the interpretation book for the Keepers of Light deck, but something's telling me to do that right now. So we're going to break these down a little bit more with that definition book, and then we're going to break it down with the tarot cards, and then we're going to get some advice. So, sacred self. Give me 1 second, guys. I haven't used this booklet very often. Okay, 106. All right, let's see. So, the Shekinah. The Shekinah is the twin flame of the Holy Spirit. Interesting. The Holy Spirit literally comes down under the Shekinah. So, twin flame energy I'm seeing. It is the female aspect of the God particle or creation energy. She is more of an essence than a being, but has the ability to show herself in ways that we will understand. She is acknowledged in the sacred teachings of Judaism and also called the Sophia of Christ, the Gnostic Gospels. She is a powerful female voice of spirit who is here to bring about equality and to help the world move on from the male-only image of God. She reminds us that God is all-loving and all-accepting. Whenever she appears in the reading, she points out the change makers, the love creators, and the gift sharers of the world, who are here to unite all hearts around the world. So the extended message is don't feel the need to hold back or dampen your spirit. This is a time to celebrate. There is a feeling of dance and joy around you at this time as you fully recognize your splendor. You are a sacred being who defies gravity every day by being alive and brings a sense of balance and equality to the world. So this is a very powerful card here. Also, just the fact that I was like, let me read these definitions kind of breaks it down a lot too. So this is the feminine energy that we're coming into, you guys. It's no surprise that we are in quote unquote a male's world, right? A man's world. Well, that is going to be an ideology of the past because we are moving into that feminine nurturing aspect that is like, no, we got to get our shit together. We can't keep hiding things from ourselves. Hey, Breezy baby, glad you're here, love. We can't keep hiding things from ourselves. We're going to have to get deep up in it and nurture ourselves and take care of our wounds, lick our own wounds here. But that feminine energy is not going to be suppressed any longer. So I think this masculine energy, this aggression, this fighting back and being defensive, whether it comes from males or females, that is the masculine energy here. That energy is going to come out a lot for some of the low vibrational energies. You may have some low vibrational energies in your life, in your workplace, in your family. So just keep in mind that don't let anything dampen your spirit. I think that was the message here as well when it comes to what you want to do, what you're doing, okay? So then we have sacred vision. Let's go back to the table of contents. Okay, that's 104. All right. The Mariam, which means the beloved, are twin flame angels. Again, we have two sets of twin flames. We have the sacred self and the divine alchemy, holy amethyst and the Shekinah. Then we have the Miriam, which literally is saying here. So we have 4. So I'm almost seeing that there is a collective energy of soulmates coming together in this 2020 energy. This is a real thing. There's a mission, like she said in the first card, the change makers. The Shekinah said, there's change makers, there's light bringers, there's gift sharers here. They're going to change the world and activate this heart chakra. Some people are going to be upset about that because they're scared to heal their heart chakra energy. So, that can be very difficult, but it's not only taking one set of twins, it's taking 2 sets of twins. This almost feels as though this mission that we're walking into in 2020, a lot of us have, in past lives tried or attempted to complete the same mission and we did not succeed. So that's why there's a backup of energy, 2 additional twin flames, now a community here. We're building a community of twin flames, guys. It's a soul collective energy I see coming in. This is also an energy of well-tailored people. people who have done the work, well-crafted, mastered people. So any energy that is not, because I do see a lot of the 3D trying to ride into the 5D on the backs of these change bringers. They're not, their energy is going to have to burn away just simply because of the laws of the universe, that if you haven't done the work that you need to do to get to the 5D, it doesn't matter how tightly you hold on to somebody going there. They're going to disappear. They're going to get out of your grasp. You're not going to be able to ride on their backs to 5D guys. 3D people, low vibrational, three-dimensional people. This energy is going into 5D. It is splitting. So you're either going to be upset going into the new year, you're going to be hurt or whatever, or you're going to choose to heal and move on and see the mission here. That's what I'm getting. All right. So they are mirror images of each other. They are the angels who appeared to Mary Magdalene in the tomb of Jesus after his passing. These angels spoke directly to Mary and helped her move beyond her grief so that she was able to commune with Jesus once more. They can help us move beyond the clouds of grief too. They heal grievances of all kind, including ones that have been created by religion or the idea that God does not love or accept us because of mistakes we once made. The Miriam help us remember that we do not need to ask God for forgiveness because he never condemned us in the first place. So this is like a spin. Even though you hear the talk of Jesus and the religion, you're not condemned. So the only person saying judging is yourself. You're only judging yourself. Whoever thinks that there's some outside force placing judgment on you, no, you're judging yourself. Whatever situations you've gotten into and you're suffering the consequences, whether good or bad, it's of your own action. There's a final, call, but any judgment or anything that is happening that's finalized is of the universe and has to do with how you co-create it with the universe. So nothing is happening to you. The universe isn't doing anything to you, promise. The extended message here is there is a real opportunity for you to move beyond grief or grievance at this time. The Miriam are here swirling their holy light all around you so that you can regain a sense of union in spirit. You are loved beyond words. Choose to see the light of God in everyone and everything, and to be loved without boundaries. Honor others and honor yourself with your sacred vision. You are in a place of deep healing and forgiveness. Choose to see the light of the world that will help you grow even more. So yeah, that's what February's energy is looking like. I'm seeing that the twins are uniting here in this February energy, and you're going to have to forgive yourself. You're going to have to realize that God is not harshly judging you. Only your actions have created this scenario that you're in now in this month of February. Whatever is you're seeing in this month of February is a reflection of yourself. So if it's not pleasant for you, there's something within you that you need to heal from. If it is pleasant, whatever, you're going to be learning a lot of lessons here in February. It's about forgiveness, letting go, cleansing one last time while you're in the 2020 energy before you move forward. So I do see with Melchizedek, there's higher learning here. Let's see. So it says Melchizedek. Oh, Melchizedek? I said Melchizedek. It's pronounced Melchizedek. Melchizedek is a high priest who is mentioned in the Bible's book of Genesis and many other sources too. He is here to assist the earth through the ascension process, which is basically moving everyone and everything back to the state of love and harmony. He appears with bright light around him, a long white beard to match his ancient high priest ways, and is said to have his own order of light-filled priests who are able to help spiritual people develop their gifts and qualities. As he works on a high energetic level, we can connect with him through sacred geometry by focusing on ancient star-shaped symbols. This is some deep stuff here. This is that higher learning, that going back to the ways of peace and harmony here. This almost feels like the Christ consciousness in a way, because it feels like this second coming of consciousness, like something that we all kind of remembered under the tip of our subconscious, but it's just coming into fruition. Some people are going to be ashamed when this energy comes out because they're going to realize that they weren't living in this, but they kind of knew this all along. And some people are going to have this aha moment of, wow, yeah, my ideas were right. I did feel this energy. I'm not, whatever. So that's kind of what I'm feeling here. So this is for the month of March here, learning. You kind of have to cleanse out what blocks you, because in order for the download to happen, I'm seeing that this is the download period. March is the download period. So you're having to be yourself, honor your sacred self in January, forgive and cleanse any other energies out, and just learn the lessons here. Then you go into March with this download. Okay. Then you get into, hold on, April. Okay, let's see. Holy amethyst. Where is that table of contents? Okay. Holy amethyst, page 44. Sorry, guys. I gotta find it. Okay. Where is the holy amethyst? Okay. Holy amethyst is the twin flame of Archangel Zadkiel. So there's so much twin flame energy. Do you guys, there's already been 3 cards out of the 4 I just read that are talking about twin flame energy. This is a real thing, guys. If you don't know what a twin flame is, go look it up on Google. But be careful about the information on there. Just pick what resonates, and if it doesn't, leave it. Holy amethyst is the twin flame of Archangel Zadkiel, the angel who helps us transmute negative experiences into love and learnings. He is the keeper of the violet flame, which helps us release anything that is no longer serving us. Holy amethyst also enables us to look over our past years and challenges and draw wisdom and learning from them. Unlike Zadkiel, hold on. Did I even read the extended message from Melchizedek? You guys, let me get myself together real quick. Melchizedek 80. I don't know if I read the extended message. Oh, I didn't. Okay, extended message for Melchizedek, real quick, going back. You have learned so much to this point and are learning more every day. You are recognizing all the great lessons your experiences and challenges have brought to you and are preparing for a transition or inner ascension where you will move beyond another level of fear and into the inner sanctum of your heart and soul. Become aware of patterns, ancient symbols, and signs being sent to you from the universe. There's a sense that you are now able to focus in a new way and offer greater light to the world. Melchizedek and his order are with you now, leading you towards spiritual wisdom. Meditate and connect with their lights. So yeah, I'm seeing that for you for sure here. You just the ancient ways, they're gonna come out a lot here. Just pay attention to things that you might think about that you had no way of knowing. Research words or phrases that you see in your dreams or that you hear, that you speak, anything. Just be sure to be extra careful about what you accidentally say or what you accidentally think that you think is an accident. It's not. It is higher energy coming. It's downloads. Okay, you're gonna get a lot of that. I'm almost certain that you're not gonna not be able to know what it is. You're gonna know what it is when it comes. All right, so back to the holy amethyst message. Unlike Zadkiel, for many years she was not mentioned in spiritual texts, and I believe this was because her miraculous support wasn't needed on earth as it is now. To connect deeply with her light, hold her namesake crystal. That would be an amethyst, guys. The extended message is you're ready to move beyond energies or situations that are no longer helpful to you and make space in your life for something more purposeful. You may feel a real need for clearing out, not just mentally or emotionally, but physically too. There's a sense that you're moving beyond challenges and forging golden opportunities from stagnant or unhappy experiences. It's important to recognize that you are like a magician at this time with the ability to use your thoughts, will, and actions to bring out life-fulfilling and dream-enhancing opportunities. It's important to focus on what you desire and not what you fear, because what you give your energy to will literally begin to flourish. Call on holy amethyst to help you focus on golden opportunities. So I want to stop and break down this card because I was telling people this a couple months ago, yeah, we're moving into 5D energy. 4D is the duality where there's time, there's day, there's night, there's black, there's white. You can make this choice or this choice. 5D is more like whatever you think is going to happen. So that's why it's very important that you don't stay centered on any negative thoughts because it's going to manifest. And if you are on the fence, it's going to manifest. I also want to say, be very decisive with your energy here. Really and truly be decisive with what you want, because that maybe energy is going to manifest into these weird situations where you're having to be pulled in this way and pulled in that way because you didn't make a pure choice when you were supposed to. So now you're manifesting all these this or that situations. And we're past that. So it's going to cause you to have some challenges here that you may not otherwise have if you just make a solid decision. I think before January, make a solid decision about people in your life, what you will allow, what you want for yourself, goals. It's like a super mega New Year's resolution, but it's going to count. Don't think that you can say you're going to do this, and if you don't, everything's going to be airy, fairy, floaty, goaty. No, floaty, goaty. No, it's going to be to the point here, okay? All right. So we're going to move on here to Ascension, because that's pretty much what this is leading up to here is Ascension. Serapis Bay. Serapis Bay. So let's see. All right. So Serapis Bey is the light keeper in charge of Ascension. He once served as a priest in Luxor, Egypt, helping those passing on to cross over into the light. Now he's a presence we call on in order to ascend. Ascension means rising up. It reminds us of the story of Christ being resurrected after death. This means that Serapis Bey can guide us from the lowest states of being back to the light. His energy is almost like that of the phoenix, giving us support to move out of our own hell or darkness into a space that supports our growth. You guys, I do see that this energy feels very reflective of both energies of the low vibrational and the high vibrational. I'm seeing that this card, Serapis Bey, kind of ties it together. If and this is the month of May, is that we're going to get tied together. So either you make a decision. I feel for some it's going to be a huge tower moment. For some, they're going to ease right into it. It just depends on what you've been working up on until this time here. The extended message is the stars cannot shine without darkness. You may have experienced a low state of being, trauma or depression, but this is a new beginning. Become aware of growth. There is always room for improvement. There's also a sense of presentation now. You may be receiving documentation or certification to acknowledge your growth or experience. It's important to cherish this time and to realize that without the challenges or obstacles you have faced, you wouldn't be as strong, powerful, or focused as you are today. You are ascending personally and spiritually at this time, and the universe is here to support it. I always tell you guys, the universe is always here to conspire for your greatness, never for anything else. I also feel that I have this thing where it's like, you're not going through it, you're growing through it. Don't say, oh, I'm really going through it right now. Just say, I'm really growing through it right now. That kind of helps ease the energy. Then we have Bridget here for inner strength. Let's see where that Bridget at. Hold up, Bridget, where you at, sis? Okay. Bridget is a Celtic goddess of Ireland who is closely associated with fire and time of spring. She's the twin flame of Serona. So literally, we have, out of all 6 cards, we have 4 twin flame cards. And that literally is the energy I'm talking about, where the universe has lined up the soulmate energy and then a backup soulmate energy. We're going to get this job done. Whatever we're trying to accomplish, this is some heavy energy. We are shifting this decade. And I feel like it's the newer energies, the newer generations are like taking this boat, they're driving the boat and steering it away from a reality we don't want to face. We're coming up with a lot of ingenuity and lots of inventions I'm seeing here that are going to help the planet. I feel good about this. But I feel like we are getting to an energy where, we have to, right now, the natural balance of good and evil, or, righteousness versus fear, whatever you want to call it, is almost leveling out to 50-50. Now, if it's 50-50, how do we integrate if it's 50-50? Light and dark is 50-50. Because honestly, even within the yin yang, there's some light in the dark and there's some dark in the light. But what I mean is like solid white, solid black. It's going to clash. That means chaos in the world. That means wars that don't need to happen, right? So what's happening here in 2020, I feel, is that the energy, it's on that tipping scale where it's getting just about even, but we're having to go full force into converting whatever we can into light and elevating for the consciousness of all, for the good of all here. Because if we can elevate more light than lower vibration, we can help those lower vibrations elevate up into us. Or they go through their own death in a sense of ego and spiritual death. And that's not going to be too good. But if they need to go through that, they need to go through that, right? So that's what I'm feeling like for 2020. This is the energy that I'm getting here because there's so much twin flame energy. And I feel like that twin flame soulmate energy is that unconditional love. Like I said, your brother could be your soulmate. Your dog can be your soulmate. Your teacher can be your soulmate. Or you can have a romantic partner that's your soulmate. But I hear this song, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's why this soulmate energy I feel it's like so attractive. It's magnetic. People are coming together to love each other. And that type of love they're giving is pure love, which affects other people. And then it just lights up this whole little sector of love. And that's how we're going to be able to get out of our own minds and help the world and really solve these issues by understanding I love this person and this person loves this person and we all want to be around. We all want to see each other here. That's what I'm seeing here. But I do see some of the lower vibrations trying to challenge that because when you shine bright, to a low vibrational energy, besides getting inspired to spark their own flame, they get jealous that you sparked yours and they couldn't spark theirs, or that they're disappointed in themselves, really, because they haven't been sparking theirs. They get disappointed that someone else is elevating and they're still having to do their work, right? I feel as though if you get started on the work now, though, low vibrational energies, it's going to be like a snowball effect. It's going to be really, really quick. It's not going to be like how it was for the people that have toiled long and hard through this, because we've already got the ball rolling for y'all. So you just jump in the ride and we keep going faster and faster. As many people jump in, the faster we go until we're out of here. All right. I love this energy. I love this a lot. Yeah. So let's see here. Okay, so also with Bridget, she was so loved by the Celtic people that when Christianity came to Ireland, she was adopted as a saint of holy wells and other holy places. She is a powerful figure who can help us channel our energy into something that is important for our growth. And as she herself has lasted through the ages, she adds longevity to our journey so that we can reach a deep state of wholeness. You can call on her to bring her sacred flame to burn away anything that's not serving you, to bless any new projects you have in mind, and for support with fertility. The extended message here is your growth. Your spiritual fire is growing within. Recognize that the power of your soul is greater than you think. You have come a long way since you began this journey. There's a powerful force within you, and you have the ability to create wonderful changes in your own life and inspire those around you to do the same. Be aware of new projects, opportunities, and fertile ideas that can grow into something larger than you can imagine. Call on the fiery goddess Bridget to light the way ahead. So I feel for that was really powerful. That's just saying, like, okay, we're here. It's time to create now. Halfway through, literally in June, it's time to create. It's almost like you've got all the ingredients you need, your past experience, this new download of information, reflecting about yourself and your shadow side, the ascension that happened, the alchemy where you literally turn these negative situations into positive. Now you have the strength to just shoot for the stars. That's what I'm seeing here. Really good energy. Really, really, really good energy. I kind of want to do the tarot, but for some reason, it's just like we don't need tarot right now. These are all oracles. This is like directly a message from guides and guardians and angels and all that. So, yeah, that is what I'm hearing. So let's get a clarifier for the sacred self here. Okay. Can I just ask the question all the way first, angels? Angels and guides are coming through. They're like, tarot, change it up. All right, let's get some messages for the energy of January 2020. Please clarify the Shekinah, sacred self, unleash your spirit, express your gifts. Oh, body care. So this is what we have here, body care. This could be, this clarifying card could be for some energy, just, kind of paying attention to the energy in your life here. Paying attention to what makes you stressed out here. That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm just trying to get this, like, I'm going to put this under this. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it like that. Okay. So body care. Yeah. So this is just nurturing to yourself, like how you lick your own wounds. You keep going. It's kind of like that. Unleash your spirit. Care for your body. Unleash the energy that you don't need. And unleash your spirit. Express your gifts. So really nurture yourself so that you can. That's what I'm saying. Nurture yourself so that you can express and unleash your spirit by doing what feels right, saying what you need to say, energy like that. All right. So why is the Miriam Sacred Vision here for February of 2020? Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Why is this card here? Couple cards want to come out, but that's okay. Romance. Now you did hear this is the twin flame card now with the twins. So we have the romance card here. There could be some romance going on. I feel like this is the union. This is the twin flame union. You've honored yourself. You've taken care of your body. I feel like also part of the body care card is saying no to things you don't want to do. Like maybe you don't want to go to a party. Or you don't want to go hang out. You didn't want to go to New Year's. You honored yourself and boom, what do you know? You ran into your soulmate the next day because you stayed true to yourself. You took care of your body and your energy. You listened to yourself. I'm feeling a lot of that. Like Eat when you're supposed to eat, sleep when you're supposed to sleep. Really listen to your body. When I hear the body care card, it's listen to your body so you can get in tune with listening to your body. So it'll be easier to listen to your body is what I'm saying. So yeah, sacred vision. So you could be seeing visions. You could be having visions or dreams of the soulmate energy before you meet them. Yep. I feel that this romantic energy also forgive old romances that didn't work out. I'm also hearing that anything that happened in 2019, in the past decade, any energy where you gave to someone genuinely and they did not accept or they did not give back, they took advantage or they manipulated you, you're getting all of that back in the form of an opportunity here. You just have to work with the universe. It's going to collect all that energy that you gave. All your energy is coming back. All those soul fragments are coming back so you can use it for this time period. All right? So don't worry about holding on to the thought of, who did you wrong. Just worry about what you're going to do better by yourself, and that energy will come back. All right. So why is Melchizedek here for the month of March? Higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further your progress. Why is this card here for the month of March? Two cards came out. We're only going to pick one, guys. Why is Melchizedek? Okay, fine. Okay. This card just shot out. I don't know if you guys saw that. Truth and integrity. Somebody has done a lot of, they've honored their own truth and they honored their integrity. You didn't give up your truth or integrity. So that was a lesson within itself. The lesson to speak up for yourself here in March, to stay grounded in your truth. There might be a lot of energy trying to come at you here in March. It could be, like I said, that low vibrational energy, but this could be a part of the lesson, how to deal with that, how to really get that energy off of you, how to redirect that energy here. Because I can even feel it in my back. It's like, ooh, my back is all tense. It's like people are throwing darts at your back, but you are going to stay true to yourself, anchor this energy no matter how many darts are being thrown. And you're going to learn from your past experiences. You're going to use your past experiences here in March to really apply more knowledge and apply more pressure to what you're learning here. And you're going to get more. I see almost in March like a breakthrough. This could be early February or March, especially if you united with a twin flame. You guys are going to be learning together. You guys are going to be discussing all the times people did you wrong, but not in a sense of, man, they did me wrong, but in a sense of I learned this because this experience happened. You're going to build on that. And people are going to be upset of the knowledge that you're occurring here, but you're going to get more downloads. There's going to be a point, just like this breaking point. You're going to get either a dream or a vision or something is going to happen where you're going to get a major download here. All right. Why is Holy Amethyst Divine Alchemy here for the month of April? Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. Why is this card here for the month of April 2020? Emerging. So you're coming into the energy here. It's getting closer and closer. I almost feel like this April energy is almost like a preview to the June energy here. You're coming out like a sea who's been in the dark. You are breaking through that surface and it feels good. And you are just going to use all those experiences from the past to fuel you like an alchemist into the future. This is pretty self-explanatory. April's going to be a good month. I don't see anything really is happening in April itself more than it is looking back on your past experiences and being able to get those gems from them. I also see people revisiting old traumas or revisiting situations that they at one point couldn't gather anything from. Like they couldn't figure out why they were with this person, why this job did this to them, or why this relationship was like this. And I feel in April, you're now able to go back and have so much clarity and use that to propel yourself forward here. All right. So why is Serapis Bay here? Oh, that card. Oh, okay. Well, shoot. They look, we ain't playing. So Serapis Bay is here because there's an intention to ascend. So ascension is very intentional. You cannot accidentally ascend. You have to choose to let go of certain things, certain people, certain places to ascend here. You have to intentionally focus your energy on ascension and, providing whatever gift you have that the world needs. So this is intentional. You've put some intention into this. That's what is really This intention is like almost like the center of the reading here because it's right under the romance card. You were intentionally seeking out this love or seeking out something in this, something to give to this world. You were seeking something out. And with this twin energy, I feel as though you're ascending. You guys are like a beam in the sky is what I'm seeing here. If this is a twin flame energy, if it's just you loving yourself and reflecting on yourself here, I feel like that intention by itself is going to help you ascend. All right. So why is Bridget inner strength? Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Why is Bridget here for the month of June 2020? Why is Bridget here? Oh, so many cards came out. Let's see. We're going to go one more round. A lot of cards came out. We're going to maybe do 2 cards for Bridget just because I feel like that energy is very intense here. And also because one card flipped out in my hand, but I'm like, so maybe something else. It says listening. So listening to yourself is what I'm hearing, listening to your guides and angels. You really need to practice listening here because they're going to have some important information to give. And if you're not listening, you're going to miss the boat. You're going to miss the plane. Okay. And this is an important boat or plane to get on. And I'm not saying like a literal boat. It could be a literal boat or a literal plane, but I mean like a spiritual ship that's coming in. You got to hop on it. We just hopped off that sinking ship, that 3D, 4D energy, now the 5D, that mothership. Okay. Mothership connection. If y'all know about Parliament, that's happening. All right. Yeah. So listening. I feel as though for June, friendship reverse came up. Listening and having the inner strength. I feel as though this energy is tricky for June. Gemini is a very hot, cold, or one way or another, logical versus illogical energy sometimes, or they think about that at least, and they can justify doing right or doing bad because of this balance they have with going from one opposite extreme to the other. So I feel like listening, I feel like the friendship card came out because there's going to be some old friendships that are going to try to come back in June. I feel like you need to be very strong because you're still manifesting during this time. And you don't want to let anything that you used to deal with come into your energy now. That is setting the tone for this next 10 years. So you don't, like I said, you don't want to have that maybe energy. You want to have a definite yes or no. That is easier. Like even if you're low vibration, you say, no, I refuse to do the work. That's easier for the universe to work with than you being like, well, maybe I'm ready to do the work. You have to say, yes, I'm ready, or no, I'm not ready. Because if you're in that middle line, you're going to have a really hard time. Though I can see those people are going to have an extremely hard time. Okay. I'm also feeling for those of you who are on that middle line or people that you may know that are on that middle line, watch out for them. Because I feel this is why this friendship reverse card is coming up. I feel like this could have already happened in general, or you may have kind of slightly seen little hints of this happening throughout the rest of this last month and into the, of having to cut people off. But I feel like there may be some snakes in the grass here with this friendship reverse card, or you need to let go of some friendships, or you need to be very stern and not let any past friendships in that you cut off. Because as long as you have an intention for it, don't worry about their, I'm sorry to say, but don't worry about their feelings. Who cares how they feel? You got to start thinking about you. The last 10 years, you've been thinking about everybody else. That's why you were in a mess. You're coming out of it and you don't want to go backwards. That's that toxic energy trying to cycle you back in. And we've already stepped out of that. So there's no need to go back. So listen to yourself, or listen to yourself about networking, business partnerships, or whatever. Something is a little sour here and you're going to have to, but you have the power. You have the power to make the choice about whether you let this stuff back in or if you continue to go on. So just make sure to listen to your guides. If somebody comes up out of nowhere, the clear blue sky, and they're like, yeah, let's be friends again. And you're like, I don't know. Ask your guides about it. Really go to your guides for any situation here. Like you have a good intuition. You know what you need. But if you're on that fence, get off that fence. And the only way to do that is by asking your guides. I feel like with the higher learning, the Melchizedek card, that's going to be easy because a lot of downloads are going to be here and they're going to open you up to that guidance. It's going to be a whole nother spiritual level. You're going to be able to hear your guides. You're going to be able to see the signs. You're going to be able to speak things in seconds later or think things, and seconds later it manifests. That's the type of energy we're going into here. It is no time. There's no such thing as time. So everything can manifest in a timeless manner. All right. A lot of cards came up, but I honestly wasn't even asking a question. Let's get some advice for the Shekinah, Sacred Self, month of January. Let's get some advice for the month of January 2020. Let's get some advice for the month of January 2020, the Shekinah. Let's get some advice for body care, the Shekinah, for the month of January 2020. Come on, advice cards. All right, let's get some advice. All right. 11 here. We have our little crow friend. I love crows. And I love ravens, crows, all of that. And the number 11, that's also a twin flame number, 1111. Be careful if you see that. That is a sign that whatever you're thinking is manifesting, and it's manifesting towards a greater path for you. So just be careful not to interject negativity. Just clear your energy so you ain't interjecting no negativity at all. Okay. The crow. Power. Crow is a rich, powerful symbol, being very closely associated with the shamans who are not afraid to travel through the invisible world. Like shamans, crows can be tricksters, which is a type of teacher. Crow foretells experiences that may be unexpected but full of wisdom. Crow is also very smart and uses his wisdom to create an organized culture, exhibiting the right use of power, and thereby creates more power. The Shippapoo stick is made with various woods, with various associations, and often painted green and light blue and adorned with feathers. It was used by various tribes to seek grace from gods or to guarantee fertility. So the message is all of life is a lesson. Learn the lessons, be smart, and practice the right use of power. And don't take yourself so seriously. The keywords are power, organization, authority, gifts offered and received, respect, mischievousness. The time is October, the month of leaves falling. So I feel as though this is advice, and as far as it goes back to October here, see, this is the same thing as talking about your gift. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts here. So don't take yourself too seriously. I hear a lot of people saying like, I probably sound crazy, and it's like, don't take yourself too seriously. Everything is crazy. The fact that we're a freaking ball floating in space is crazy, right? But we don't think about it like that. So just ease up on yourself and ease into your gifts. You're having a lot of power. Be responsible with it. Don't take yourself too seriously, but be responsible with your power here with the crow. You're moving into the invisible world here, into the unseen. A lot of the shamans are going to see some crows. I've been seeing a lot of crows. You're going to see some crow energy here. Okay. All right. Advice for February. Any advice for February 2020? For the Miriam card, Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Any advice for the collective in the month of February? All right. So, again, we got like 10 different cards that popped out. I'm just going to reshuffle because I just want to get one. Any advice for the conscious collective or the collective conscious for the month of February 2020, which would be 2/2020. Okay. Sturgeon. Number 9. So we have number 11, number 9. 11 and 9 are 20. Interesting. Breaks down to 2. Okay, so let's get to the sturgeon message here. So the sturgeon's message is wisdom. Some say that sturgeon lived alongside dinosaurs, explaining their incredible resilience and ability to do whatever is necessary for survival. Sturgeon is therefore a symbol of liberty, individualism, and knowledge that is gained through time. Shown with sturgeon is the Mangwirkoro, or a ritual water jug, which with a pointed bottom that could be stuck in the ground. In ritual, the bearer had to perform complex movements and follow many preparatory rules in order to ensure the success of the ritual. This reflects sturgeons swimming upstream in order to ensure the continuation of the species. So the message is listen to your soul and follow its wisdom, no matter how hard or nonsensical it seems. There is ancient wisdom that dwells in the heart that makes no sense to the mind. The key words are wisdom, originality, pioneering spirit, breaking patterns, out-of-the-box thinking, desire to go against the current, strength, magical knowledge. The time is August, the month of maturing. All right. So especially with this love energy, the advice is like follow your heart. None of this shit's gonna make sense. The person that you are gonna be who is your twin mate, your twin mate, your twin flame, soulmate, twin mate, it's not gonna make sense. But follow your heart. Follow the signs. It's not gonna make sense. I'm letting you guys know this right now because it's a 5D type of situation that is descending into the 4D to bring it up to the 5D. This is the higher spiritual situation happening that is coming down and hitting us. So with that being said, it's not going to make sense to us. It's a higher energy here. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for that message. Let's get some advice for March. Any advice for March for the collective for March 2020? For Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now. Okay. So we have this card. My bad if I hadn't shown you guys the cards. And that's number 15. Okay. Let's find that in here. All right. The Divine Rogue, contrast. The rogue is the anti-hero, the transgressor, the rebel who mocks and overturns social norms. Through swindles, frauds, and jokes, this trickster brings valuable teachings about the nature of opposites. He brings us into situations of exaggerated hunger, unbridled sexual yearnings, and unlimited wandering, teaching us the dangers and benefits of impulsive behavior. The masks represent the bad brother, the sun at dusk, and the dead who are exercised by reproducing their features. By reproducing and imprisoning these energies, we can better understand, control, and redistribute them for the good of all. Message is always remember to look at the other side of things. There are two sides to every story, and benefit and risk in everything. Keywords are contrast, jokes, tricks, twists, impulsive actions, excess, wisdom through understanding unexpected results. Time is summer. So you may have been looking at something from one way continuously. You're going to have a shift of perspective you're going to have to look at it the other way. So the advice is just to already be in that energy of looking at the contrast between each thing. Not saying be in the middle on the fence or be indecisive, but understand really maturely each decision that you make, what contrast does it have? What are the pros and cons of certain decisions here? Okay. Any advice for Holy Amethyst Divine Alchemy for the month of April 2020? Move beyond current challenges and focus on what you desire. Any advice for the month of April for the collective? We're going with one thing here and one thing only. Oh, this card is so cute. I almost want to, we're going to do a reshuffle. If it comes out again, then that's the one. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So we have the TP. Number 21 here. Okay, so the TP, let me go back. Okay, so the TP is protection. TPs are dwelling places that provide warmth in winter, coolness in summer, and protection from rain. In addition, they can be disassembled and moved when needed. As a symbol, it speaks of protection in the presence of the heavens that watch over the earth. TPs are often consecrated with a ritual, and so become a sacred place within which the divine is manifested. The central supporting pole made of cedar or poplar Wood indicates the inner centering and connection with the divine spirit that is achieved by participating in rituals. The message is when faced with an adversity or a seemingly unsolvable situation, retreat to a safe space, literally and metaphorically, and wait out the storm. Keywords are protection, waiting, receptivity, repose, security, protection, sacred space, utility, slow transformation. Times are Mondays. So I'm just feeling like, since you are going to be emerging, it's going to feel a little scary. Some people might get intimidated themselves by your energy here. And just know that you have a sacred space. Whatever centers you to spirit and grounds you is where you need to tap into in the month of April. If you get a little, off-putting, or, you just got a little hiccup going on. And usually we all know the blessings come before the storm, the storm comes before the blessing. So the Ascension card is right here in May, right after the Divine Alchemy cards. So that makes a lot of sense here. Speaking of, any advice for 2020 for Serapis Bay Ascension? Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness because the light is here. Any messages for the collective on this card? One message, please. Okay. Aw, the dream catcher came out. Yay. This card's hella cute. I love this card. All right. So here's the advice. 23. Breaking down to a 5. So 11. So the Crow card 1-1 breaks down to a 2. Of course it does. The 9 breaks down to a 9. The 1 and the 5 in the other card here breaks down to a 6. So we have so far 2, 9, 6. 2 plus 1 in the TP are 3. 2 plus 3 on Dreamcatcher are 5. We've got a couple different numbers here. If you're interested in numerology, guys, I like to break it down for y'all. All right. So the Dreamcatcher, choice. One Ojibwe word for the Dreamcatcher means spider, and a Dreamcatcher does look like a spider's web. It is a hoop made of willow and woven with a loose web, often of red dyed yarn and decorated with feathers and beads. It is circular to represent the path traveled by the sun and the moon through the heavens. Often given to infants and children, it filters out bad dreams or thoughts, catching them in the web, allowing only sweet dreams and positive thoughts to enter the sleeping mind. When the sun rises, everything caught in the web disappears. As adults, we can use our power of choice to filter out bad thoughts from the good ones. So the message is here, cultivate discernment and make sure you understand all the subtleties before jumping to conclusions here. The keywords are choice, discernment, study, knowledge, revised plans. The times are Wednesday here. So just, peep out the energy here on that ascension. It's really about peeping out your intention here, okay? So why is Bridget here, the inner strength card? That was pretty. Okay, let's see. Why is Bridget here for inner strength for the month of June? June 2020 for the collective here. This card is kind of jumping out here. All right, we got the number 17 breaking down 2 and 8. A lot of good numbers here. So 2 talks about trust in the universe. 9 talks about karmic endings and beginnings. 6 talks about family and home and faith. 3 talks about having ascended masters and angels around you. 5 talks about change. And 8 talks about that infinity symbol. What goes around comes around. So number 17, let's see what the advice is for you. The Great Spirit Wakantanka, miracle. Wakantanka is the Great Spirit of the Lakota, the intense and dangerous power of the Great Mystery, the subtle energy that permeates all beings. Every part of the cosmos, the sun, moon, sky, earth, wind, animals, plants, and humans has its own spirit. But Wakantanka is the subtle energy in everything, the energy that makes everything alive. Wakan is sacred and part of all things, but not in an equal measure or at all times. Some have more. Some of us use it freely. Some hold it tight. The eagle is a symbol of the Great Spirit, which watches over the world. Eagle is the only creature able to fly from the visible to the invisible worlds and leads and initiates through the mysteries of life and death and beyond. The message is you have access to power and wisdom beyond human understanding. Ask, wait, and listen. Keywords are miracle, divine will, faith, earthly manifestations of the sacred messages, answers, and the time is winter. Whatever you're getting ready to work on in June is going to be preparing you for some really powerful, and like there's power all throughout this reading here for the first half of 2020, y'all. It's really good. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. All right, so that was our reading for 2020. That was a full hour reading, but we are ending like right on the dot here. So I told you guys that I was going to give you some information, because I am, about, you know, the Ascension Symptoms. And it's interesting because the Ascension card came up in the reading and I just put that together. I just kind of really dug into it and thought about it. I'm feeling like for some of you guys, manifesting wise, don't think too hard on something, because it's going to happen just like that, where it just comes to you, where you're not really thinking about it and then you put it together after the fact. So if you're manifesting, don't be too hard on yourself about your manifestations. Just keep being light about it, okay? All right, so the advice for the Ascension Symptoms here, I feel as though just really drinking a lot of water. I believe there are like binaural beats that you can search up on YouTube here for manifestation, for good sleep, for, you know, anything, abundance, whatever you really want here. That's what they have on YouTube for. So I really am feeling like that's going to be a good energy to promote and to put into your life here, is those sound vibrations, sound healing, also meditation, exercise. Really grounding is going to be the best thing for you, because these energies are going to be intense. You're going to want to ground here. You're going to want to take ritual baths. You're going to want to do salt baths to clear off this energy here, because you want to be a clear channel for energy. And the way that you'll know that your channel is very clear, that the energy is just flowing through you, is that you're going to feel very like hyper intense. You're going to feel very extreme. Your emotions are going to feel very extreme here during this time. So that's why it's very important to ground. Now, if you're having some blockages within your chakras that are not allowing the energy to go flowing through you, it's going to cause an issue. You're going to feel stuck. You're not going to be able to communicate correctly. Whatever chakra it gets stuck in, that energy can't go past, that's where you're going to feel it. If it's your solar plexus, you're going to feel like you can't create anything. If it's your root chakra, you're going to feel like your survival is always like here and there and here and there. If it's your crown chakra, you're going to feel like you can't hear your messages from your guides. You feel lost. So just make sure if you have any of those, check out your chakra areas that may need work. That's how you're going to be able to figure it out. And that's how you'll be able to clear that energy out. But in general, just, listen to your body. Eat when you feel like you need to eat. Drink when you feel like you need to drink. Get enough sleep, especially when you feel like you need it. Just listen to your body. This is not the time to power through and try to just power through stuff. And no, now this is the time to listen to your body. Don't just power through and plow through like you've done before, because that energy is not the same. It is literally going to stop you from doing that. You're going to hit a brick wall. So just listen to your body here. I do feel like a lot of dream activity is going to get promoted here. Write down your dreams if you can. This is a powerful time I'm seeing to write down your dreams. I want to say for the solar eclipse, if you are wanting to do a manifestation, you're wanting to change some of the energy in your life or welcome the new changes, do a petition, write to the universe, put it in writing. That's manifestation right there. It comes from thought into physical 3D writing, 2D writing. You know what I mean? Write out what you want, write out what you are going to give up to get what you need. That's going to help. But I'm also feeling meditation for a lot of people, because I know it's going to be like that time. We're going to be around a lot of energy. You're going to be going out for New Year's. I feel like for a lot of the high vibrational people, you need to be inside. You don't need to be out with all that energy, because your energy is going to already be really pumped up. And others are going to feel that around you. You're going to feel their energy. You're very open. You're going to be a cleared channel. So you're going to be very open. So you're going to want to make sure your energy is protected and closed off. So that way other people aren't draining you intentionally, or you're not catching onto their vibe, because a lot is going to get ready to happen. I feel as though also whatever energy as far as drama that comes into your life, cut it off immediately. Do not feed it, because the energy that you're cultivating now is needed for something else. It's not needed to grow that. It's needed to grow stuff for your future. So don't grow any of that negativity by feeding it energy, okay? Let's see. I'm hearing something with teeth. A lot of people are having teeth issues, bone issues. So people could be breaking a lot of bones during this time, or have breaking a lot of bones, or having cavities and teeth issues. I'm hearing make sure to brush your teeth. For some reason, they literally just told me brush your teeth. Get your teeth checked out if you can. Take care of your teeth here. Take care of your teeth. I'm hearing longevity. Your teeth will give you longevity. Take care of your teeth. Okay. All right, so that's what the energy I'm getting. I'm going to open the forum up. So if you've watched the video the whole way through, you deserve to have open forum questions. And I'll be pulling the question, or I'll be pulling the situation or the advice here with the Keepers of Light deck. The Keepers of Light deck is going to get worked out, okay? Y'all finna get it, because I've been using that Melanate stand deck. I think I wore that deck out. I had to give her a break. She going to have to charge under the solar eclipse moon and catch that powerful energy. They all going to have to do it. All right. Any questions here from the viewers? I am opening up the forum here, so if you have any questions, just first come, first serve. Whoever comes first to ask their question. We don't necessarily need to make a list, but if it gets overwhelming, we'll make a list. But in the meantime, we don't need to make a list. Just first come, first serve. If you have a question and you're getting ready to ask it, go ahead and do that. Go ahead now. If not, I would be more than happy to just, you feel me? I've been handling business today. So yeah. Let me know what's coming for me in 2020. Miriam's not shy. She's like, I'll ask a question. What's coming for Eminem in 2020? Guards. I said guards. Guides. Some of y'all guardian angels are like guards. They are protecting the heck out of you. So for 2020, you have light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Your guards or guardians are going to be coming through loud and clear for you, Miriam. I think that's what's coming for you, that you're going to be able to finally shine your light the way that you've wanted to. And I think that's really awesome. And I'm very happy for you, love. Whew, my back is killing me a little bit. All right. Any questions? We're going to leave it out on the 8-minute. So like we've been going for an hour and 6 minutes so far. We're going to leave on the hour and 8 minutes. Will I lose my car this year? Let's see. What's going on for Candy this year with her car? What's going on for Candy this year with her car? I'm just pulling advice, Miss Candy. It's not going to say yes or no, but it's going to give us the advice. So we have Mahavatar Babaji. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. And we also have charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask, and you shall receive. Literally, that's what it says here. So I'm feeling like for you, as you become more conscious Candy, as your energy becomes more opened, you are going to have an easier time manifesting, which is asking, you shall receive. So perhaps the car does need to be gone so that you have enough room to receive a new car, if that's what you so desire. If you would like to keep your old car, I honestly see Candy, I honestly see the car is going to leave you, but I do see that a new, better car, a gray car. For some reason, I see a gray car. I don't know if the car that you have right now is gray, but I see like a gray Dodge Charger. That was very specific. I don't know if you would like Dodge Chargers, but that's what I'm seeing here for you, Miss Candy. So y'all know I gotta split it up, okay? Oh, this lighter being a player hater. Hi, Alexandria. Zanika. Ooh, I like your last name. Hopefully I said it right. Thank you so much for joining my live. You have caught the tail end, which is good for you. Yes, you can. But before you ask your question, please, 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 please like the video, share it if you feel like that resonates with you, subscribe, and hit the post notification button, okay? You have to do those things before I answer your question, if you want your question to be answered. Yay! Hit that post notification button. We post notification, gang, squadron over here, okay? All right, sis. I'm not going to hold you up. Okay, 1 second, sis. All right. So what is the current energy with William the Sagittarius that he has for you? That's interesting, Miss Alexandria. I am actually planning on moving to Texas. You got the Holy Amethyst card. Divine Alchemy, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire here. You don't worry about at this moment. I'm hearing don't worry about it. It's gonna work itself out. So yeah, that's exactly what the card is saying. Move beyond the current challenges. The current challenge is the long distance. Really, if this is the person that you love and they love you, they're going to be close to you and you will be close to them in spirit. So don't think about the challenges right now. Really focus on what you want to accomplish in this situation. Because the more you focus on the challenges, the more it's going to manifest that challenge that you don't want to happen. So just focus on solutions. Here's what I'm hearing. And yes, I am going to be going towards the Austin area of Texas. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Miss Alexandria. Okay. If you would like to book a private reading, guys, information is in the description box here below me. Follow the spliff. It's down below. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow, Alexandria, we're connecting already. Maybe you came on my channel for a reason. I'm so happy to have you here. Definitely am. We're going to have to link up. We're going to have to link up. His current energy for you is that he is trying to not focus on the challenges. So he is not trying to turkey leg hut. I've never heard of that. I'm in California right now, so I've never heard of that. I want to try that actually. That sounds really good. His current energy for you is pretty much just he's not focusing on the challenges. He's focusing on what he desires. That's the advice here. Now I can pull another card here if you need more clarity. Honestly, girl, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Now, this is just my personal opinion here. Dudes in the military, from my experience, my dad was in the Navy. He was a man-ho, and I'm just gonna say that, but I don't want to put doubt or fear in your mind about your connection. Really, it's about talking and communicating to your partner. I don't see the emerging card is reversed. I don't see any affairs or anything emerging. So nothing is coming up right now for me. How he feels about you is that he just wants to work on what you guys have to work on. And he doesn't want to worry about any extra stuff, just what he has on his plate already. You're going to know, just listen to your heart when it comes to if you feel like there's some other situation, but I don't see a third party situation here. I see that he's too focused on what he has to do with his work that he's not doing the extra stuff. Yeah. He's just focusing on how to get through these current challenges that you guys have, the distance. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Yeah, he's focused on work to kind of distract from the fact he's planning on, he's like, how do we make this long distance thing work? So he's pretty much figuring that out. He's not trying to look at other chicks. That would just be adding too much to his plate. I don't think he can balance all that. But he's more of a trying to figure out the situation as it is. Good night, Eminem. Miss Miriam, thank you so much for joining tonight. Guys, if you don't have any more questions, I'm going to close out here at 1:15 seconds. Or 1 hour and 15 minutes. We've been going for a minute, guys. But I'm gonna close out here. It's 8:44 where I am, 8:44 p.m. So I'm gonna close out at 8:45 because we started at 7:30. So you guys got an additional 15 minutes here for your questions. I am working on the timing, so thank you for working with me and being flexible with me. And thank you so much for joining. I will be going live on the solar eclipse December 26th. If you're in a different part of the world, it'll be December 25th. We should link, Savannah. You're right. We should. You guys, if you would like to link with me, my information is below. Hit me up, okay? Hit me up, guys. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll be going live next December 26th, guys. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas, even though I don't celebrate. Happy holidays. Enjoy time with your family. Be grateful for what you have and for what you're gaining and for what you're manifesting, okay? And be grateful for things, even if it, isn't so pleasant. Be grateful that you're learning. All right, y'all. Take care.